My name is Adrian Villasenor, and I'm the Senior Costume Performance Manager at the Royal Ballet and Opera. I did maths first at university, and then I took an MA in fashion for business. And then through that MA, I discovered fashion history. And I've always been a big fan of movies and live performance. And through fashion history, I found a way to get on stage. My first time walking into the opera house was almost 20 years ago, 2005. And it was a work experience. I was incredibly lucky working at the time that we were developing the current version of a Sleeping Beauty. And that was my work experience for 2 weeks that turned into 2 seasons. Then I went out working as a freelance outside London for 3 seasons, and I'll be back in the house since 2013. My team is, to summarize it, making sure that everyone is wearing the right costume at the right time in the best possible condition. We work, not every other day is the same. We work according to the needs of the stage and what has been in the night before, or if there's a rehearsal in the morning, going into an evening performance. And we oversee ballet and opera at the same time. It's the same team, so just spread across both disciplines. The magic backstage for me is it starts at the half an hour call. It's when you start getting the adrenaline from the artist, getting ready, putting the makeup on, trying to find the right costumes, heading down to the stage. It's really when you start building up the excitement, and it's contagious from the artist. Oh yeah, there are a few. There have been cases when someone set up the not the right costume from the right act or the right way change, and you have to run across to the dressing room and bring the costume back. Or sometimes you got a split costume in the middle of the jump or in the middle of the area, and you need to find a way the artist to come off stage and very quickly do a repaired side stage. I think that the challenge, because both productions are so iconic, and I think both productions are part of the heritage, we call them, in the opera house, because they're very important for the rep. The challenge is to keep the original version of the design and the choreography as close as possible. I think probably for Giselle is the look of the Villis. They're such a fragile costumes, and they have to survive all the jumps and all the stretches of the performances. That is always a bit of a challenge. And for Fee is about keep the production fresh and the colors bright, so still engaging in such a happy mood for the audiences. I think probably the biggest challenge on tour is make sure that first you pack everything you need and nothing is left behind. That's probably the big challenge, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm always very anxious. The minute you close the baskets or you grab up the rail, till the minute you actually get to the venue and you ungrab the rail and just you get the reassurance that everything you pack and everything you need is there for the performance, it's always a bit of an anxious time. Usually we tick off the packing list twice, maybe 3 times before you wrap it up, just to make sure that when we got there, everything is there. I think a key part of the job we do here at the Opera House, especially as a costume performance manager, is understanding the close relationship with the artist, regardless of maintaining the quality of the costume, is the support they need at the stage. sometimes necessarily being quiet, sometimes necessarily understanding the needs of the artist according to the choreography. Sometimes they come off stage out of breath and all they need is a sip of water. And sometimes all they need is just to be heard after a long day, a long rehearsals. So I think it's a key part of our job to understand the needs of the artist. I think I consider that I'm extremely lucky to work for the Royal Ballet and Opera. I think it's an amazing institution. I always be very, very grateful for the very first time I got that work experience. And then it's almost it became a bit of an addiction to be side the stage and to be working with the artist. So I think that the biggest satisfaction is every day I walk through a stage door, and then at the end of the day, if I read the show report and there were no costume malfunctions, that's a successful day. Oh, I have wonderful memories of Japan tour. This is my fifth tour combining opera and ballet. My very first tour, we took Alice in Wonderland and Swan Lake. I was just amazed by everything really. And then since then, Japan has a very close place in my heart.